reseller party people, it's Billy with Rock Candy Reseller, and it is Monday morning, and that means we're going to go through our sales over the weekend. Saturday I already did though. My previous video I actually covered Tuesday through Saturday, so we'll just be covering everything that sold yesterday and this morning. And then at the end of the video we will cover our last week's sales, which stumbled a little bit because I had a project I had to work on from my regular day job. That's it's only occasional. The great thing about it is it's full-time pay for just occasional work. So that's the good thing about that. But the bad thing is when I get those projects, it takes all my time from start to finish. So I missed 2 or 3 days of listing and only had time to just package things up and get them shipped out, and then I was back at work. So anyway, let's get into what sold yesterday and this morning. First thing going out is a baseball card. This is I think it's a 77. I should have known that. Mike Cuellar from the Baltimore Orioles, and this is going out for $1. I think I'm going to do, because the baseball cards, the shipping, because I don't use tracking on like 99.9% of these cards that I ship, I just put them in a stamped envelope and ship them out to keep my shipping costs low, to keep the price low. For a standard baseball card that's a common card, that's not really worth a ton of money, nobody's gonna pay like 50 cents plus $3 shipping. This card is not worth $3.50. So it is worth $1 to $1.50, common cards like this. So it's the way that I'm doing the shipping. It's better for the buyer. It's better for me, but it hurts my status as a seller because there's no tracking for eBay to register. So they ding me for it every time I sell and ship a baseball card. They ding my status as basically they consider it never shipped, I guess, even though the people get it and give me good feedback. I should probably call them and talk to them about that, but I think that's how their policy works. If there's no tracking that's ever uploaded, they just ding it as like it was never shipped or something. So I'm considering transferring all my sports, baseball cards, any kind of sporting goods, equipment that I have, and starting a new eBay store that just deals in that kind of stuff so that I can keep my status as a top seller on my main account. The secondary account isn't that big of a deal because I don't really need shipping discounts because I am just putting a stamp on an envelope for most of those sales. So that's not as important to me if I open a second account. So that's probably what I'm going to do, is just migrate all that sports stuff over. So I will keep you posted on that. Next couple things going out the door is a couple of CDs. First one I sold is TLC's Crazy, Sexy, Cool. And this is going out the door for $4.50. And the next CD going out is a soundtrack to a movie called Permanent Record. I've never seen nor heard of the movie, but the soundtrack's pretty awesome. Features Joe Strummer, Lou Reed, J.D. Souther, The Stranglers. So a lot of cool stuff on this CD, and it actually turned out to be pretty rare. So this sold for it's either $15 or $16, including shipping, going out the door. I sold another 100 pack of my outer sleeves to put your records in, keep them dust free, keep them safe and sound, and this is going out for $17.95. The next one is I already bubble wrapped it, but it is, hopefully you can see it. It is a Bob Ross Chia Pet set that I found in the clearance aisle at CVS, and I bought this for $4.50. And I just thought it was great. I didn't even look up comps or anything because I was like, shit, I might keep it, you know, if it doesn't sell. But I listed this on Sunday. Like I said, I bought it for $4.50, and it sold for almost 15 bucks. I think $14.95, something like that is what I sold it for. So I, you know, no huge profit on it. You know, probably makes like $4 or $5 after shipping. Maybe $5 or $6, who knows. But that wasn't the point. It was like, you know, I'll throw it up there if it sells great. If it doesn't, I'll just keep it because I thought it was awesome. So, but it turned out good. Made a couple bucks on it, and it sold the same day. I listed it Sunday, yesterday, and it sold within a couple hours. It sold. So there you go. So made like $4 or $5 just buying something fun. Sold a whole bunch of really cool records this morning and last night. First one going out is a 12-inch single for the song Dave from the Boomtown Rats. And this is a UK import. It sold for $6.50. Next one is a band I had never heard of, and when I tested this record, I thought it was great. Really good alternative rock stuff from a band called Robbers on High Street, and the name of the album is Tree City. I don't think they're around anymore. Let me see, I'm not sure when this came out. This album was released in 2005, and the inside of the gatefold has been autographed by all the members, and I couldn't find out very much information about them. Seemed like they disbanded. Didn't really seem like anything that special, other than I enjoyed the album a lot. The album was really good. So because I didn't really have much information to go on, being that it was autographed, I wasn't really sure where to put it. There were no comps online, so I priced it for $20.50, including shipping, and it sold pretty much immediately. So maybe I should have priced that a little bit higher. So, but who knows? Anyway, $20 going out the door. Next album going out is Kate Bush EP. And this is going out the door for $14. Love Kate Bush. Sold a copy of the White Stripes Double Live LP Under Great White Northern Lights. And it's new and sealed, and I've actually had this for a while. And the only thing I can think what happened is when eBay transitioned to changing all the listings to good till canceled, where they used to allow you to do a 30-day listing that would automatically renew, so it would refresh your listing every 30 days. And they changed that policy at the end of the year last year to from 30-day listings to changing all of them to good till canceled. The only thing I can figure is this fell off somehow. I had it listed, and I was going through, I sold something in the W's and saw this and couldn't believe it hadn't sold. So I don't even know how long it had fallen off my store for. You know, looked it up, and yeah, it wasn't there. So I relisted it a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't charge full retail for it because it has this really small ding. I don't know if I did that or if it had always been there. I don't know. But anyway, I sold this for $21, so it's going out the door. And a record that sold for a lot more than I thought it would is a original version of Def Leppard's On Through the Night. Not one of their more popular albums, but I think it must be because they're out touring with that big arena tour right now with Poison and Motley Crue and Joan Jett. It seems like all their old catalog, if you have original pressings, is selling for a lot of money. So this sold for $21, including shipping. The last record going out today is that Clan of Zymox album that I showed you a few videos ago. I put it up for auction starting at $25. And unfortunately for me, that's where it stayed. And somebody snagged it, came in and just bought it right as the auction was ending yesterday. So this is going out the door for $25 plus shipping, so $29 total. And I think they're getting the deal of the century there, because this is a really rare album and it plays excellent. So that'll do it for today. Alright, so as we do every Monday, I want to take a quick pass through my weekly numbers just to kind of give you a status update of where I am. Let's click on our feedback, which we do every time. Just want to make sure we're still at our 100% positive feedback, which we are. We still have that same stupid neutral that's still hanging out there. It's got to be getting ready to fall off. It doesn't affect my 100%, but it's just annoying. And then I like to just kind of scroll through and see the comments that people have left. Make sure everybody's real happy. If you remember a handful of videos ago, I sold those Rock and Republic jeans, and the person seemed to really like them, so that's always great. Somebody happy with Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti they bought. The Fender guitar baseball style shirt, that guy received that. Top loaders. The Funko Pop person liked that. And there you go. I just kind of like to take a run through and just see what people are saying, just make sure everybody's happy. And then I'm not very prepared for this. You can see my totals for the last 31 days. I'm inching ever closer to my goal. My first kind of jumping off point goal when I started this YouTube channel is to get myself up to an average of $100 in sales a day, which obviously in a 31-day period, that would be $3,100 in sales. I am inching closer to that. And my sales are still improving. I had a really good past couple of weeks for me, and then I got work from a client for my quote-unquote day job at the beginning of this past week, and my listing stopped, and couldn't really manage my store over like a 2 or 3 day period. So you can see my sales kind of dropped off. Isn't that funny? Just how immediate that happens, where I lost like 2 or 3 days of listing, and my sales just immediately tanked because of that. Now also I want to say on Friday, I was taking a look at my store, and I had a bunch of stuff. I have about 200 incense ash catchers, like incense burner ash catchers that are just wooden. They're not worth very much money. It's old stock we had from when we had the record store. And like I said, we have hundreds of them. So I put them up there in like multiple quantity listings for people to buy one at a time, and they just didn't move. And the price per item to be competitive, it's like $1.50 plus shipping. It's not even really worth my time. And I was just hoping I would put them up there and people would buy like 2 or 3 at a different varieties, buy like 2 or 3 at a time. But that never happened. I've had those up since I think October, and I didn't even sell one. So I pulled all those listings down, as well as I pulled a bunch of listings of CDs that haven't sold in a long time. And I'm just going to group all of that stuff. I'm going to group all the CDs into a lot, and just group all my incense burner ash catchers into one big wholesale lot, and just try and get rid of them. So, so that kind of translates over to this. My active listings dropped, partly because I didn't list very much last week, and on top of that, I pulled probably about 30 listings that I'm going to group into lots and just try and auction off and get rid of them. So So that's the reason my active listings have gone down instead of up. Back to the numbers though, you can see what I did for the last 7 days in sales, 460. So I actually went down from the last time we looked at our numbers. Last 31 days, you already saw a little over 2,800. Last 90 days, we're up over 5,000, which is good for me. It's it's not good for me. It's getting better. It's better than it was last year. And like I've said a number of times, it's the reason I started this channel is to try and document my progress back to the sales that I used to have and where I want to be. And 2,800 a month gross sales is not that's not where I want to be, but I want to get up to 3,000, 3,100. I want that to be my baseline and then grow from there. So anyway, so that's where we are. You can see the last 12-month period, just a little over 15,000 in sales, and that's just not going to cut it. So, but anyway, just wanted, as we do every Monday, just wanted to run through the numbers just to document where I am. If you have any questions about my numbers or anything like that, or questions about your own numbers, leave me a message. I'd be happy to try and answer any questions you have. And other than that, that's all I've got. So we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.